What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm Narik Chase, and in this video we're going to be reviewing Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad is a 2016 superhero action film directed by David Ayer, and it follows the secret government agency led by Amanda Waller, who ends up recruiting supervillains to help save the world. This film is actually pretty good. One thing I can say that they did a great job when it came to this movie are the characters. Even though they are the lowest in the low, they're killers, they're criminals, they're thieves. Actually managed to make these characters likable and relatable, and you actually care for these characters. Margot Robbie completely kills as Harley Quinn, and when I say Harley Quinn, I mean like the Harley Quinn back from like the Batman animated series Harley Quinn, with that cool accent where she says Mr. J and all that. Jared Leto gave a pretty cool performance as a Joker. It wasn't just as chaotic as you would say in the Heath Ledger Joker, but the guy was actually pretty cool, and I like his design. He was more like a criminal mobster type, but he still was like, I don't give two craps about things. So I really liked him, and I like this kind of romance that they kind of had throughout the film. Will Smith completely kills Deadshot. He has some of the best lines next to Robbie. I love how he was more of a smart ass in this film. Badass moment where Deadshot is just going ham against these minions, and he is just tagging them left and right, and this is like, you know that Deadshot is like a complete badass, and I have to give it to Will Smith. He did a great job with that character. All of the characters were pretty cool. I liked Katana, she was really great. I loved Killer Croc. I loved the design too. They didn't make him over the top, they made it more realistic, and I thought that did add a bit weight to the character. He didn't have as much dialogue or wasn't as stand out as I would have liked him being, but he was pretty cool, and when he did things, he was a complete beast at it. Captain Boomerang, I gotta give it to him. I really never liked this character, but he was actually pretty cool, and I've never liked Jai Courtney like that. But I think he actually gave this character a bit of performance. The man was a complete douchebag, and he does some really douchey things and says some really douchey things, but the guy was actually hilarious in a lot of sequences, especially with his dialogue and some of the actions and decisions he decided to make in certain sequences. Viola Davis is completely kills as Amanda Waller. She has that commanding presence. She has that very serious tone to her character, and I think that she was another character next to Robbie as Harley Quinn that actually was like perfectly cast for this role. She definitely has that presence. Enchantress, she was really cool in this movie. She kind of reminded me of that chick off Lights Out, you know, that Ghost Diana, the way she moved and the way she looked, and the eyes were glowing and the moving shadows and stuff. The story actually isn't really original, although they do put a couple of twists to it, and it's more about the character subplots and backstories that make the story really interesting. So if you're going in there for like a very compelling story, you'll find more of that with the characters rather than the overall story. But I do have to say, even though these characters are criminals, they did a great job with not only just them, but also them developing as a team together. Like, you can tell that they didn't like each other at some points in the movie, and you can tell that they were, you know, just out for their own self-interest. But as the movie does progress, they do grow, and I think they did a great job with that. These action sequences are actually done pretty well. They show the best of what these characters can do. This film is surprisingly pretty funny. I love the humor. If it wasn't some of the character actions that they did, it was definitely the humor. They did like the Killer Croc outfit design, the costume design. I liked Harley Quinn's. I like how they did throw back to the original Harley Quinn design while also bringing in this new one. Anyway, I did like how this film does fit into the whole DC extended universe, and I like that they are seemingly going to continue with this. As far as the negatives are concerned, there are some moments I thought could have been done a little bit better, or it could have been extended somewhat, but it wasn't completely overall to where it just took out the experience from it. And also, I would have liked to see more of the Joker, to have him have more of an impact on the main story, because he isn't the main story. He's a part of this main story, but he isn't the main story, and I would have loved to see more interactions of him or have more screen time for him. But aside from that, I did like the film. Even though the story really wasn't original, it is highly entertaining. The performances are great, the characters are great, the soundtrack, the action, the visual effects, all are great. I definitely would have loved to see a bit more of the Joker in the film, but I have to say Suicide Squad definitely deserves a 4 out of 5. those people who do watch these DC movies and think they're a bit too serious and like the humor and the little comic book humor from the Marvel movies, you definitely would probably like this movie because it does have great action, but it also has a lot of great witty dialogue and a lot of great humor. So guys, in the comment section below, let me know, what did you think about the Suicide Squad? Did you like it? Did you not like it? In fact, who are your favorite characters in the movie? I'm a bit of a mixed bag on it because I do like Enchantress, I do like Harley Quinn. So anyways guys, to the next video, Narik Chase, signing out.